Okay, so I get to get out of the house for maybe 30 minutes. I get to drive to Walmart and get some air filters for the air conditioner because ours is dirty. And so I get a few moments out of the prison walls. And yes, my home is a prison. It's what I don't consider it a home, I consider it a prison. Because when you're there 24/7, you know, I get half a day off on Tuesdays sometimes. But anyway, I get to run to Walmart. Yay! I get to see some scenery. I get to see some trees. I'll even get to interact with other humans. And y'all think that I'm weird by acting this way, but you know, when you sit in a house with just one other person in the house, and the one that triggers you to the point that, oh, I just can't even. I can't sit in the same room with him. He makes noises. He smacks. He's constantly his mouth. So, y'all, I can't take it. I have a condition called misophonia. Check it up. Check it up. Check it out. Look it up. See, you know. But I have misophonia. It's the hatred of sound. Certain sounds just literally. I mean, I can literally feel like I'm going insane. Literally, I feel like I'm going insane sometimes from the noises that Harold makes. I can't be in the same room with him. So I sit in my bedroom, which is a very small bedroom, and I sit in there every day, except for when I go to the kitchen or, you know, do housework or whatever. I go out, but I cannot. I mean, we can go out to a restaurant and I eat because there's so much commotion going around us that I can drown out him. But if it's at home, I can't sit at the table and eat with him. I cannot sit in the same room with him and eat. He triggers me. It causes my anxiety to go through the roof. And so I'm limited to staying in my bedroom so I don't have to be around him. Y'all, this gets so bad, and people say I'm crazy, but y'all, this gets so bad that I can just visually see myself taking an ice pick or something and sticking it in my ears and jabbing it because I want to be deaf. You know, that's the extent of the misophonia. It makes me angry enough that I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to hurt anybody else, but I will hurt myself just to get away from the noise. It causes if I'm in a building where there's a lot of noise, if I'm in a building with lots of noise and stuff, it really gets my anxiety to the point that I have to leave. I don't know. Going into Walmart kind of stresses me at times, but I make it. I make it because I have to. But I'm going to go. I'll come back on my way home and we'll talk some more. So, ran in Walmart, got my filters. Got the filters, and yeah, when I walk in a store, and this is sad, but I was in that store and I was like, okay, I'm in a store. I need to buy something, just anything besides the filters. I need to buy anything, just anything to make myself feel good. Why did I have that? I mean, it's like, okay, we're here for the filters, but hey, I'm going to buy something. And I was going to buy a drink, but the drink cooler thing was out and everything was hot. And I wasn't walking clear across the store to get a cold one. But I did pick up some seasonings in the barbecue section because I walked by them. But this is how it goes. It's like, oh, I'm out. And I will buy random things just to make myself feel better. Because, oh, I'm out, so I got to have something. Because no telling when I'll get out again. This struggle with being in the house 24/7 is getting unbearable. Being locked in my bedroom, well, not locked in my bedroom, but being stuck in my bedroom because I can't stand my stepdad's noises that he makes. One of these days I'll be free, and I will be able to live a halfway normal life. I'll be able to go whenever I want. I won't be at home all the time. Maybe then my depression will kind of lessen up. Maybe by then, I'll kind of quit being so panicked all the time. I have spells where I get okay for a while. I really do. I go a while and I'm okay. And my depression lifts. Of course, that's just how you don't live in depression the whole time. Oh, that's you don't live in depression the whole time. Well, actually you do. You live in depression. It's just it's like a roller coaster ride. Sometimes you're in a good mood and you feel like you're on top of the world, and then the next minute you're down here at the very bottom and you just don't want to go on, and then the next minute you're up here again, and that just really wreaks havoc on your life. Because I have been in relationships and people couldn't understand why I'd be happy, and then the next minute I'm depressed. Happy, and then depressed. It goes in cycles. I have bipolar, which, that don't help. I have borderline personality disorder, where there's an awesome book for borderline personality disorder. It's called I Hate You But Don't Leave Me. It's an awesome book. My life is a roller coaster. I can be on top of the world one day and the next day be down at the bottom and just don't want to go on. And it's confusing even for me sometimes, because I just can't understand why one day I'll be so happy, and the next day I just don't even want to be here. I've been emotional all day. Since yesterday, I've just been emotional. It's bad when you watch a damn commercial and cry. My emotions run high. I don't know. I wish I could regulate. If I could learn how to regulate and keep everything. And that's what medicines do for some people. Oh, that was not good. But for some people, the medicines help regulate. Well, I can't take medicines. I have to learn how to do this without anything. And it's hard. It's very, very hard to it's very, very hard to control by yourself. So I have counselors, and I've got to get a hold of them tomorrow and see when I can get in to see them again. But I wish I can get a grip on all the aspects of my mental health disorders, my diseases. There's depression, the borderline personality disorder, there's bipolar, there's some OCD, but that isn't so much anymore. there are some things, like, I don't know if they're so noticeable anymore or not. So maybe the OCD is brought on by one of my other ones. So, like, I like even numbers on things. Like, if I'm getting ice cubes, I try to do even numbers. Or, there's certain things I want even numbers. So, I don't know. Life is confusing. Depression is confusing. I got out of the house for a moment. I couldn't even enjoy it because I had to hurry up and come back, because now I get to go in and I get to cook supper, and then it's Harold's shower night, so I get to assist him with his shower, and then it'll be bedtime. My life consists of 3 meals and just sitting here waiting for him to say, hey, I need something. Or like today, he fell and I had to go pick him up, because I tell him in the mornings, put your socks and shoes on. He needs to put his shoes on to help with his to help stabilize his ankle, because he's got high tops, and to help with this grip and stuff when he's walking. Well, he puts on his socks, and he wants me to put his shoes on. He can do his own shoes, but he thinks that I should put his shoes on every morning. No, mister, you can do it. You're capable of putting your shoes on. If we need to put the brace on, then I'll do it. But every day, just put your shoe on, because the brace is kind of cutting into his circulation, and it's not good for him to have it on all the time. So he fell today because he was in sock feet, and his feet slipped out from under him, so I had to pick him up, which I'm not supposed to do, but I had to pick him up. And he was struggling and he fights against me. Instead of working with me, he fights against me when I'm trying to do things. So it makes it more difficult for me to do what I need to do to help him. But he's one of these, he don't want to do it the easy way. If I'm helping him, he does not want to make it easy on me. And sometimes I think he does it on purpose. I mean, he may not be, but sometimes I think he does it on purpose to aggravate me. But anyway, caretaking, being home 24/7, 7 days a week in a little bitty room. And I'm going to measure my room one of these days. I'm going to measure it one of these days and let people know, y'all, my room is small. I have a big TV in there. And I don't even enjoy watching TV anymore, because there's not really anything on worth watching. But anyway, caregiving, depression. A lot of times my depression is more, how do you say it? Is worse. My depression is worse because of the task of being a caregiver. I am burnt out. I am so sick and tired of being here. And that comes down to just wanting to lay down and die, because I don't know any other way to really get out of the situation other than just lay down and pray that God will take me in my sleep. Caregiving sucks so bad. Having misophonia and having to be with a man that makes smacking noises and make noises all the time. Oh, it gets to me. I want a normal life. What is normal anyway? I want a regulated life. I want to where I can go and do things and be happy and not worry about depression and all the things that come along with it. I want to quit feeling this way. I just want to quit feeling this way. I just want to quit.